Let's talk about gold, not just the jewelry you might wear but the real thing, a solid gold bar, heavy and unmistakable in your hand. Gold has fascinated people for centuries, and there's a reason it's at the heart of so many legends and stories. You've seen them in movies, stacked high in vaults behind thick steel doors, guarded like the world's greatest treasure. But what do these gold bars really represent, beyond their cinematic allure? A gold bar is more than just shiny metal. It's a symbol of enduring wealth and security, trusted by civilizations for thousands of years. It's a physical reminder of value that doesn't fade with time or trends. People buy gold bars as a safe haven, a way to store value outside the unpredictable swings of the stock market or the reach of government control. In times of crisis, gold is often the asset people turn to for stability. Unlike digital assets or paper money, gold is tangible. You can feel its weight, see it shine, and know it's real. There's a certain reassurance in holding something so universally valued. That's why central banks and investors have always stockpiled gold, especially when the world feels uncertain. It's a financial anchor when everything else seems to be shifting. Purity matters. A bar stamped with 99.6% gold is universally accepted and easy to trade. These markings are a promise of quality, recognized in markets around the globe. Standardization removes guesswork. Everyone knows exactly what they're getting, making gold bars a trusted medium for trade and investment. But that trust is built on a precise, often gritty process, one that transforms raw earth into gleaming bars of pure gold. That gleaming bar started as microscopic gold dust, hidden deep within tons of rock, waiting to be discovered and extracted. Extracting it is a monumental task requiring brute force, advanced chemistry, and intense heat to separate gold from everything else. It's a dirty, demanding job, but the result is one of the world's purest and most coveted substances. A transformation from rough ore to refined brilliance. Today, we'll follow gold's incredible journey from deep within the earth all the way to the safety of the vault, uncovering the secrets behind its lasting allure. Gold's story began long before vaults and bars. Ancient civilizations first found it glimmering in riverbeds, a treasure waiting to be discovered. Early humans were captivated by its shine and rarity, collecting nuggets from streams and rivers, often believing gold was a gift from the gods. Egyptians saw gold as divine, burying pharaohs in golden coffins for spiritual power. Gold adorned their temples and statues, symbolizing eternity and the sun's brilliance. For them, gold was not just wealth, it was a bridge to the afterlife. The idea of gold as money came later, with the Lydians minting the first coins around 600 BC. This innovation transformed gold from a sacred metal into a practical tool for trade, making transactions easier and more reliable. As trade networks expanded across continents, coins became impractical for large deals, so bars took over, easier to count, move, and store. Merchants and rulers alike relied on gold bars to settle debts and amass fortunes. The trapezoid shape made bars stackable and secure, a simple but smart design that helped prevent theft and loss during transport. This shape became iconic, recognized in vaults and treasuries worldwide. For centuries, bar size and purity varied wildly, complicating trade. Each region had its own standards, and verifying authenticity was a constant challenge for merchants and bankers. True standardization only arrived in the 19th and 20th centuries, with institutions like the London Bullion Market Association. These organizations set the rules, ensuring that gold bars met strict criteria for global trade. The Good Delivery Bar set strict rules for weight, purity, and markings, making gold bars globally trusted. Each bar became a passport for international commerce, recognized and accepted by banks and governments everywhere. Fort Knox became the ultimate symbol, a fortress for a nation's wealth, all in standardized bars. Its vaults hold not just gold but the trust and stability of entire economies. From pharaohs' tombs to high-security vaults, gold's form has changed, but its role as the ultimate store of value remains. Across millennia, it has weathered wars, empires, and revolutions, always retaining its allure. It's a legacy you can literally hold, a tangible link to history, power, and human ambition. Gold's journey is written in metal, each bar stamped with its own unique story, a testament to centuries of human ingenuity and desire. And every bar tells a piece of that story, connecting us to a legacy that endures through time. Gold isn't just lying around anymore. The days of stumbling across nuggets in riverbeds or picking them up from the ground are long gone. The easy stuff was found long ago, scooped up by early prospectors during gold rushes that changed history. Today, finding gold means moving mountains, literally. Modern mining operations reshape entire landscapes in the hunt for this elusive metal. Most gold comes from two types of deposits: lode, which are veins of gold, locked deep underground in solid rock, and placer, where gold has been washed into rivers and streams over thousands of years, waiting to be sifted from gravel and sand. Underground mining is tough, dangerous work, blasting, drilling, and hauling rock from deep below the Earth's surface, often in cramped, dark tunnels. Placer mining, once the domain of lone prospectors with pans, is now done on a massive scale with powerful dredges and machines. The most common method today is open-pit mining. Giant shovels and trucks carve out huge bowls in the earth, creating terraced pits that can be seen from space. The ore pulled out is mostly worthless. Gold is incredibly scarce. Sometimes just a gram per ton of rock hidden in plain sight. To make a single 400-ounce bar, miners might move over 12,000 tons of rock. That's the weight of nearly 2,000 elephants just for one bar. It's a staggering effort for a handful of treasure, tiny flecks and nuggets that are the result of months, even years of relentless work. This is the dirtiest part of the job: brute force, dust, and risk. Miners face harsh conditions, long hours, and constant danger, but every gold bar's journey starts here, in the mud and rock of a mine. Before it shines, gold is just another part of the earth. Something so pure begins as something so messy. The transformation from raw ore to gleaming bar is nothing short of remarkable. That's the paradox of gold. Its beauty and value are born from the hardest, dirtiest work imaginable. After hauling tons of rock, the real challenge is separating microscopic gold from ore. First, the ore is crushed and ground into a fine powder to free the gold particles. Then comes chemistry. The powder is mixed with water and sodium cyanide. Cyanide is dangerous, but it binds with gold, dissolving it into a liquid solution, a process called cyanidation. This method extracts over 95% of the gold, even from low-grade ore. The process is tightly regulated to prevent environmental harm. Cyanide is recycled and neutralized. At this stage, you're left with two things: a pile of waste rock, tailings, and a tank of pregnant solution carrying dissolved gold. The gold is invisible, but it's finally separated from the rock. The brute force is done. Now it's about chemistry and precision. Next, we need to coax the gold out of the chemical soup. The journey continues from liquid to solid. It's time for the gold to reappear. Let's see how. Now the gold is dissolved in a chemical bath. How do we get it back? The answer: add zinc powder, which triggers a reaction that pushes gold out of solution. Gold atoms clump together, forming a heavy dark sludge at the tank's bottom. This isn't shiny gold yet, just a mix of gold, silver, zinc, and impurities. The sludge is filtered out using massive presses, separating solids from the toxic liquid. The liquid is recycled. The gold-rich sludge is dried. What's left is a dark, crumbly concentrate, up to 80% gold. This is the raw material for the refinery. From specks in rock to concentrated powder, gold's journey is complex. The final transformation needs one more thing: fire. Next, we purify it to near perfection. Let's turn this sludge into a bar. Now comes the heat. Time to purify the gold. The concentrate is mixed with flux, silica, borax, soda ash, and melted in a crucible at over 2,100 degrees Fahrenheit. Flux binds with impurities, which float to the top as slag, while heavy gold sinks. The molten gold is poured into molds, forming rough door bars, 80–90% pure, but that's not pure enough for investment-grade gold. Final refining uses electrolysis or acid methods. In electrolysis, gold dissolves from the door bar and is redeposited ultra-pure onto a cathode. Acid refining uses chlorine gas to separate impurities, yielding 99.5–99.7% purity. The method depends on the refiner, but the goal is the same. Strip away the last impurities. The result: gold of verifiable, high-grade purity. Now it's ready for its final form. The transformation is almost complete. Let's see the birth of a gold bar. With ultra-pure molten gold ready, it's time to cast the iconic bar. Precision-engineered molds, preheated and coated, await the pour. A worker in protective gear tilts the crucible, pouring glowing gold like honey into the mold. The process must be smooth to avoid imperfections. For large bars, this is a practiced art, aiming for a flawless, uniform surface. The bar cools, first in air, then in water, solidifying its structure and shine. The trapezoid shape isn't just for looks. It makes bars easy to handle and stack securely. Once cooled, the bar is removed, dense and nearly pure. It may have rough edges, but it's now a gold bar. From dust to brick, the transformation is complete. Next, quality control and certification. The bar's journey isn't over yet. A gold bar isn't official until it's inspected and certified. First, experts check for cracks or flaws. Imperfect bars are remelted. Next comes the assay. A sample is tested to confirm purity, often with X-ray fluorescence or fire assay. Only bars meeting the 99.6% standard move forward. The bar is then stamped with the refiner's mark, weight, purity, and a unique serial number. This serial number is logged, making the bar traceable for life. The bar is weighed again to ensure accuracy. With markings and certification, it becomes a tradable asset. Often a certificate of authenticity accompanies the bar. Now it's more than metal. It's a globally recognized store of value. The bar is ready for secure transport. Its final stop, a high-security vault. Let's see where it ends up. The gold bar's journey ends in the world's most secure vaults. These aren't ordinary safes. They're fortresses built to withstand any threat. Walls of reinforced concrete, vault doors weighing over 20 tons, and layers of security stand guard. Access requires biometric scans, codes, and multiple checkpoints. Armed guards and surveillance protect every inch. Inside, bars are stacked on pallets or shelves, their trapezoid shape ensuring stable stacks. Every bar's location and serial number are logged in a digital inventory. Moving a bar updates its record, creating a complete audit trail. Regular audits verify every bar against the vault's records. This obsessive security gives gold its power as a financial asset. From chaotic mines to silent vaults, the gold bar's journey is complete. It now stands as a timeless symbol of enduring wealth and security.